Hey guys, welcome back to some more Diablo 3, and we're doing it a little differently this time. So, I thought I would do a playthrough of Act 5, to be honest. And, like, just to show off the new act. I mean, I was talking about it in the last video a fair bit, just how I actually really do enjoy the new act they introduced in the Reaper of Souls expansion. So, but it was funny because I was going to do the Crusader, but I didn't want to play through the whole damn campaign with him. I didn't really feel the need to do that, so I thought, you know, this is a good opportunity to show you this is my main character here, the Demon Hunter. As you can see, pretty good gear at the moment. Pretty good gear, so I thought I'd just play through with the Demon Hunter and show you how awesome this character is.
People are suffering down there. I have to act now.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find him out there.
Tell Tyrael to meet me in Westmarch. Go.
I mean, I'll try to.
I swear it.
I'll probably let them talk. I won't talk over the dialogue too much. I mean, this game isn't. I mean, there is a story, but I'm not that into the story. But I'll let them talk. So, yeah, this character is pretty simple. Pretty simple style of play. It's very quick. It's very burst damage. So basically, main damage attack is the cluster bombs. That one right there. It does an absolute shit ton of damage. And what I'm using right now, that's Hungering Arrow, and basically that synergizes very well. So basically what you do is you Hungering Arrow. I've got the rune for that it affects more targets, it slows more targets, and then there's a passive with the Demon Hunter that you do 20% more damage to slowed targets. So it's just a good way to get more damage out. And then I've got Rain of Vengeance, which is a good AoE spell. It actually does a lot of damage, so it's really good, and it's got a short cooldown, so you can spam that pretty effectively. Number 2 there, that's the Vault. That's the bread and butter of the Demon Hunter. That's why Demon Hunter is so awesome. Just the ability to move around the map so quickly. It's pretty awesome. I mean, basically no other class can do that sort of stuff, so it's really nice. And my number one, I'm not gonna let him talk. My number one ability, that's the new skill you unlock with Reaper of Souls, and it's Vengeance, and it's awesome. I usually save it for elites or big mobs, just because the cooldown, it's a pretty long cooldown, but man, it does serious damage. It does so much damage. And also actually number 4 there, I've got the Wolf Pet, and when you activate that, it gives you an increased 10% damage, I think. So basically the plan is, I mean, these trash mobs you can just kill pretty easy, but I am playing on Torment 1. I thought it'd be more fun to play on a higher difficulty. So it should be a bit of a challenge. So what the plan is with an elite pack, get a few Hungry Arrow shots, and then you slow them, you pop your 4, get the 10% increased damage, you hit Vengeance, which does a serious amount of damage, and then just unleash cluster bombs and basically destroy any monster. And also on Vengeance, I've got the rune that it's hatred regeneration. So I don't know what the exact numbers is, but it's pretty decent regeneration. And right there, I mean, you run out of hatred really quick with this spec, so especially cluster bomb, that does so there's Vengeance popped right there, and these dudes of course are bloody wallers, and I'm stuck right here, god damn it. But these are wallers and Reflect. Now Reflect is probably, so as you see, Vengeance lasts for a long time, and it does, look how much damage I'm doing, but Reflect is the one thing that screws up Demon Hunter, because it's all about that quick burst damage, and that can get you killed occasionally, but it's usually not too bad. Like Reflect on paper I thought would be a lot worse, but it doesn't seem as bad.
He feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the primeval gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to...
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me!
So it's funny how I was just showing my gear there, and it's funny how much the
Worse than I feared.
game has changed since vanilla.
A death race! Stop her!
I mean, look how much damage these cluster bombs do. It's crazy. So on the gear now, it's funny how it's diverse so much. So before, there wasn't any sort of element, like I don't think there was any sort of priority to get elemental damage and all that sort of stuff. But now in this game, like your sheet DPS, I don't know what mine is exactly. It's probably like 500,000 or something, but that's not that important. The more important aspect is getting like cluster bomb percentage damage increase, fire damage increase. There's my DPS, so it's 630, so it's pretty good. But I've got a lot of damage increases from on my gear, including cluster bomb damage and fire damage increase, and that's what you want to aim for, because it does, it really does make your damage a lot better. So there's my passive right there. Pretty standard. I mean, it's a pretty,
With two of them, Malthael has an
the skill build I got, actually, archery is probably better.
Then he will
Archery, yeah. I'll use archery instead of whatever that one I was using. It's probably, it's just a, I think that one's just a flat damage increase with bows, so it's probably more effective. But yeah, also with like in vanilla, Demon Hunters, basically you got a Manticore, a two-handed crossbow, and that was the weapon everyone aimed for. That was the weapon you aim for, and that's basically, oh god, I just vaulted straight into that explosion, shit. But yeah, you just got a two-handed Manticore, and that you were set to go, really. In this, two-handed weapons, they're pretty rubbish. I don't really know what the changes are that have made one-handers so good, but getting two high damage one-handers is now the way to go. And for some reason, the one-handers seem to be as much DPS as a two-hander, so I don't know. I think they don't need to nerf one-handers at all. They just need to increase the DPS of two-handers a bit, in my opinion, because it has, like, there's more variety now in Reaper Souls, obviously, because there's a lot more, there's more choices you can go with in terms of weapons and core varieties, but there's really no place for two-handers. I'm pretty sure, like, there's a couple of legendaries that you can build around, but overall, two one-handers are better for probably like 90% of people that play Demon Hunter, unless you're like specifically gearing for a legendary affix on a two-hander, which is pretty unique, so, you know, they just need to increase that a bit. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of, like, this is pretty comfortable Torment one. I could probably increase it a bit, so, but I probably won't. I don't want to struggle through this too much. But yeah, I usually farm the rifts on T1 now on my Demon Hunter.
not enough hatred.
And I mean, I haven't even I haven't even unlocked the full potential of the Demon Hunter. I mean, what you want to eventually achieve with the Demon Hunter is being able to not use Entangling Shot, not use a hatred generator. So, Entangling Shot, as you see, when I fire that, it increases my hatred, and then you spend the hatred with cluster bombs. But what you want to get is basically being able to not use a hatred generator, because they're not very good damage. Like, it synergizes well with Collar the Weak, which increases your damage by 20% on slowed targets, but overall, like, it's just that's all it's good for. It's not a damaging skill. You want to use those cluster bombs more and more, so you got to get that gear that reduces resource costs really for cluster bomb. And also, I've seen a few people with this, but the Donatas set, oh man, I need to get myself the crossbows. There's two crossbows, Donatas crossbows, and they allow you basically to vault infinitely. They're just awesome. And they're actually really high damage, so that's something I want. But you know, RNG, man, you can't get, there's no way to just specifically get something you want in this game, which, you know, it's a good thing now, especially with no auction houses. There's really no way to ensure you get something. So man, just listen to this music. Like I talked about this, but yeah, the music in Act 5, it just stands out to me. I mean, the other acts in the game, I'm sure they had good music and stuff, but I never really noticed it. But in this act, I don't know, it just stood out to me. And yeah, there's Vengeance. It just unleashes like all firepower. It's just a really awesome skill. Like I've seen a couple of the skills, a couple of the new skills for the classes, but like Vengeance, that's like if they're gonna add a new skill, like a new like top tier skill, I'm glad. Like they did a good job with the Demon Hunter. They did a really good job. I mean, it's an awesome skill. But yeah, we'll probably go a little further. We're not too far into, we're not too long yet, so. And I'm not gonna do all the side missions like these, or go into any of the side areas like dungeons and stuff. I'll probably just streamline this let's play, but I'll do this little thing. You never know, I could get a legendary, and that's what it's about. It's about getting those legendaries. Oh man, cluster bomb is just such a satisfying skill as well. It just explodes. It's just such an awesome skill. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's so satisfying. Then you pop Vengeance and you just do insane amount of damage. Surely there's got to be an elite pack coming. Alright, here we go. Oh no, Vengeance ran out. Oh well. I mean, we still do a lot of damage without it. No legendary. That's a shame. But yeah, we'll probably end it there. See what we get. But yeah, look forward to the next one as I play through Act 5. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.